After another long day, another week of adventure across the worlds, I returned home with many new nodes. I had searched barren, deserted dimensions flooded with lakes of lava. I flew across the deep, dark forest dimensions looking for signs. Home brought me comfort as only a safe place to rest my head. It was not long before I was at work again, doing my chores and making magic. But the adventures I had gave me a new confidence. I trusted my blade, my armour, and my skills more with each day I spent with nothing more. When the blood-red moon came again, I went into the Crimson Night to fight. Now then, welcome back to another episode of A Druid's Tale. Today, I'm at the wrong side of my face. No, that's the right side of my face, thank you. This is the way I should be playing the game. I will know... I should know how to play the game by now, shouldn't I? Should know how many times to press that button. Yes. Okay, so I haven't done much more over in this section. This section's working nicely for me at the minute. I've just filled up the jars again. But I have been out collecting. And I've come up with a bit of a plan for an area here. In the same way as this is a plan for an area that isn't finished yet, this is another plan for an area that isn't finished yet. This is for my nodes. Now, this node, which we had last episode, a 97 Aqua, is currently in fading mode. And that is an issue. That is an issue. An issue because I've moved it once from its main location, brought it over here, and I think it was a normal when I brought it over here. And then I've moved it again to this location, and now it's a fading normal, which is a problem. Fading basically means that it's going to have this flashing effect, and it's also not going to recharge. So if I take a smidgen out of it there, it shouldn't recharge. Pale nodes, I've got a pale node over here. Again, one that I've moved, a normal pale. It recharges at, I think it's a quarter of the rate or something like that, or half of the rate, and then normal recharges at normal rate, and then bright recharges at double rate. So, being that I've got a pale node there, it's actually no use to me anymore because it will never recharge its essence as such. Now, I don't know if there's a way around that. We're going to look into some things today, some node stabilizers and stuff, and do a bit of crafting here and there. I've unlocked all of this research over this end, just to have a look to see what was coming up next, really. What I wanted to look at today was getting to a wand recharge pedestal. A wand recharge pedestal is good enough. It just basically, you put your wand in it and it recharges, yeah? And it's a simple enough arcane infusion. I should be able to do that soon. This primal charm is a few bits of shard and a balance shard. I think I've got everything ready for that. That's just in an arcane workbench, so everything should be good there. This pedestal, you place the wand in it and it automatically draws viz from nearby nodes. Now, that is a 17 by 17 area. And this is a 17 by 17 area. So from the middle point here where I'm going to put my wand recharger, you count 7 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the 8th block is where the final node can be, which is why they're on this run here and around the place. Okay, and that allowed me to get some more nodes in 4 away, because nodes will try and drag viz from each other if they're within 4 blocks. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 block gap between these, 5 blocks in the middle, 4 on all the corners. So it's kind of a good way to set it out, I feel, from what I know. So I've taken a 17 by 17 area, and if it's easier for you, just use the chunks, right? So their chunk borders, a chunk is 16 by 16. So we've got this from there all the way down to this corner. We'll start in the corner. Start in the corner of a chunk, so on that little red marking, and go 16 across this way, and then 1 more. And then from the same corner, go 16 across this way, which is the full chunk, and then 1 more. And then join it all up, and that's your 17 by 17. That's the way I positioned it here anyway. I could have positioned it anywhere. I wish I had positioned it slightly differently, because it basically put this aqua node out of sync with where I wanted everything, so I moved it again, and now it's a fading. But that is just a little problem, just a little tiny problem that we can deal with. I've got plans to set these all up with nodes in the future and go off and collect some more, but now I know about moving nodes and how you can basically ruin a node by moving it. I've got to go out in search of bright pure nodes if I can. I did have a pure node, here it is, but it's currently a pure fading because it's in a jar. So I thought of something that I could potentially do with that. The fading is unfortunate though, but I could potentially feed it to one of the other nodes to try and increase their power, and then try and get this one to be increased slightly as well. I think the node in the jar business may be a way that moving the node reduces its strength. So I may need to go into the blood magic side of things to get a teleposer, or yeah, teleposer, something like that, a teleposer, and move nodes without actually changing their data. Maybe. I think that could be something I can do. I'll see about that later on though. But there is another couple of things here that I want to look into as well. Node stabilization. The first thing about node stabilization is you place it below a node. Okay, it prevents the node from draining viz from other nodes or being drained in turn. Right. Secondly, it prevents unstable nodes from losing their viz, and it has a tiny chance of eventually removing the unstable condition completely. Lastly, it is very, very small chance of turning fading nodes into pale nodes. So fading to pale, it's got a chance of doing that. So if I can put that under my aqua node, then maybe I can get it back from being fading to pale and be useful again. This requires power, however, and a node stabilizer draws its power from the node itself. It does not draw enough to reduce the viz of the node, but it does half its normal recharge rate. Half the recharge rate is not great, so I don't want to use them too often, but still, I want to make one. Applying a redstone signal will switch the stabilizer off. Okay. Then there's the advanced version of the node stabilizer, which does the same things as the lesser version, but it also prevents... it still prevents lesser nodes from having their viz drained, but it does not... it does allow stabilized nodes to drain the viz of lesser ones. So I could put this under a node that I want to be drain other nodes, and then I can like build up a bigger node from it. Secondly, it has a higher chance to improve unstable and fading nodes. So it's got a higher chance of improving the fading nodes. But unfortunately it costs more power, and the brightest node has a recharge rate almost completely negated. So it will stop the recharging of nodes, which means that I can't use it in my area over here to do the recharge wand thing. So I'm going to have another little area just over the side there, just for generating and creating nodes, or at least being very careful about my recharging. But there are lots and lots of nodes in the world, so I want to start by getting myself the stuff together to make the node, the wand charger, the one charging station. And I think I need one of every node and a balance shard. And the other thing was a couple of gold, I think. Let me check. A gold and 2 diamonds. Yeah, and a couple of gold there. So 3 gold, 2 diamonds overall. And I think, yes, I brought the 2 diamonds. And I want to get to 3 gold. Yes, okay. So, let's see about that then. Let me check the recipe again before we go. Right, so it's one of these, which is... can this be any way, do you think? I don't know. So air, fire, water. Let's try and do that. Air, fire, water. Then there was the gold, and the balance shard in the middle. And then we've got earth, order, entropy. Okay. Earth shards. Where's it? Why have I got earth shard up there? Earth, order, entropy. So that must have been aqua up in the top corner, and I made a mistake. Yep, there it is. Okay, that's good. Okay, we get that. Now, I do have my Viz discount fully activated, so I get the Primal Charm. Awesome. Okay, so using that Primal Charm in an Arcane Infusion. I need an Arcane Pedestal, Gold Ingot, and 2 diamonds. So that's that, and that I need over here. And I can't remember whether it was a really bad stability, but still. I haven't put any schools or any arcane paraphernalia around this place yet. I need to. Fairly quickly. Let's see. Sleep. As you can see, I had a suction problem with my setup over here. It took me ages to figure out where it all was going wrong, and eventually I just managed to get it all emptied out into the void jar and clear it out. But still, a bit of a pain in the butt when it does that. I've got an arcane pedestal as well. I was going to use that for that node, but let's use it for this instead. And let's put that on there. Okay. And what essence did it need to create it? Oram, Pimentatio, and magic. Precantatio. Yeah, this one. That one. That one. And I made some of the other one up. Yes, Pimentatio. Is that right? Yeah. Good. Okay. Let's see about getting this infusion done for today's episode. Let's put that there, and that there. There we go. And give it a 1 tap. Boom. Do it. First time. Don't mess me about. Don't mess it up. Because if you mess it up, then I am going to not have any spares. This is a minor instability, so I'm not bringing any spares with me, just in case. It should still... Oh, it just zapped me. Well, that's something I can deal with. I don't mind you zapping me, that's okay. But now, take all the stuff. Take all the stuff and things. Yes. Yes. Take the diamonds. Yes. Take all the things. Thank you. Awesome. We have a wand recharge pedestal. So now, the wand recharge pedestal I was putting here. Okay, right in the center. And that should be able to draw from all of these nodes around it. I don't really have any sort of like keen interest in keeping any of these nodes in particular. I mean, I've seen quite a few of these Terra nodes that are quite powerful. But there's not a bright one amongst them. They're all fairly decent. They're all fairly big. They're all pretty good. I kind of like them. But I do want to recharge my wand, and the problem I've got at the minute is I've got no Ignis. I've marked up on my map, I've flagged up all of my Ignis nodes because I'm having to go and collect them manually from there, but I might go and fetch one, bring it over here, and then it's not so far away. But I also need to recharge my wand to a 70 to get there. The way I've been doing it previously, I've not only just been going around recharging wands in the other dimensions, but I've also been killing mobs at night time in those dimensions. And I don't know if you know, but when you kill mobs, you end up getting these little droplets of things coming out onto the floor, and they're bits of Viz, and the wands will suck them up. If you can use them, they will suck them up and keep them. But anyway, let's make something else first. Let's just do a node stabilizer and get that sorted out while I've got the Viz in my wands before I have to go and mess about some more. We needed, I think it was 2 of them. 2 of them. 1 of them. And a Nitor and a gold. Okay. Gold, and we've got Nitor up there. Thank you. And it's laid out thusly. Nitor, gold, that. Okay, let's see if I can get this right first time. So, gold at the top, Nitor at the bottom, piston there, 2 blocks of quartz, which I'm very upset about not having enough quartz. I need to get some quartz bees or something, or those quartz plants working. But there we go, we've got the node stabilizer. Okay. So now a node stabilizer can't be drawn upon or drawn from. So do I set that up over here, somewhere close by to one of these nodes, and have the node that I've got that's fading drawn into it? That's my plan here. But the other section is that we've got to try and do something like this, which is a dangerous instability. Ooh, dangerous instability. I don't like the look of that, especially with all of these expensive materials that I'm going to be using. But I will give it a go. So, first up, I'm going to go and fetch some paraphernalia to put underneath here. Let's put these jars out of the way, just so that I got nice clear space. We'll just put them here for now. There we go. And I think I've got some paraphernalia junk because my scythe is very good at beheading. So therefore I think I've got a few heads that I've picked up in the Mistcraft ages that I've been touring around in. Hey, I'll drop it down there, that's fine. Won't kill me, just make me stronger. Isn't that what they say? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I should have come in through the back door. I keep forgetting there's that back door. I keep leaving it open because I go out that way, but I keep forgetting to come back in that way from the magic area. I'm going to need to put a path. I need to put a path down. I need to do a bit of building and fancying up on here. I've been playing a lot of time on the Infinity server, doing a lot of building and stuff on there, because I was only doing some basic magic and wandering around and doing stuff like exploring and things on the Druids Tale. So once that's settled down and I've got my big build on the Infinity Evolved server sorted out, so I've got my bases sorted out, then I can start doing what I've been doing here and start working inside those bases. But for right now, we have some zombie heads, we have some skeleton heads, we have some creeper heads. I don't know which ones work the best. I'm pretty sure skeleton heads and zombie heads work. And nothing really else of any use are there, so I'll forget that idea now. That's it. I've been to a couple of different dimensions in my travels to get nodes. There are an infinite number of nodes, so again, I'm not too concerned with doing things wrong to these ones. It's a kind of a mishmash experimental. If I can get one awesome Uber node, then I can recharge my one quickly regardless of what other nodes I use up in the process. So having this one node stabilizer is going to be a bit of a godsend in a way, because we should have everything we need then. Let's get these two on the go. We should have everything we need then to do a decent node recharging system, and potentially a few other cool tricks that you can do with nodes as well, like powering things with Viz. Things that require Viz you can power with Viz as well. Let's take it down one more block there, and yeah, because let me get back out. Thank you. Let's just take it round this side here. I'm going to try and remove the instability. So this dangerous thing that's about to happen can get easily rectified instead of me worrying about the instability modifications of it all. Something like that. Take that one out as well. That one out. There. Yeah. Taking them all out from underneath these. I think I have to take those two out to even it up again. Looks about even and symmetrical, I think, from the top here. Yeah. Okay, so I'll take that one out. And we'll have to do this one separate. Oh man, it's dirt. It's just flying through dirt. Let's take them back out there. There we go. So what I want to do is create a couple of levels of skulls underneath here. I think the optimization wise, there are better ways to do it, but with what limited resources I've got at the moment, this is going to be the way I want to do it. Oh, I'm about to have a beautiful nighty sunset. Awesome. Okay, so we're going to have skulls underneath. So we'll put some skulls underneath like this. Let's put some creepers there and some zombies around it. Now, what I want to do is fill this out completely underneath here. And then, once I've taken that away, take another level out. And once I've taken the other level out, I can put some more underneath it. So I can have a double layer. But that is for when I've got the resources. I don't really want to try this dangerous infusion without having a bit more stability down here, though. But I guess that's no real option for me. I'm going to have to do it with what I've got. Let's go inside for a bit while we're waiting for the blood red moon to pass, and go and check out the other chest to see if I've got any more paraphernalia that I can use. Pretty sure you can use candles and stuff as well, but I haven't made any tallow to make the tallow candles. I do have a mob drop section though, and heads and schools are in here, so I could get quite a few more out of these lot. I don't know if the creeper ones work. I don't know if my head works. Do you think my head's gonna work? I don't know. Let's just get a load of schools underneath there. The night's still fresh, but that's actually a good time for me to potentially go and recharge my wands via killing mobs, to show you that as well. So let's just place a few more of these heads down. Let's get some more of these. I'm never going to see them again. I'm thinking what order to place them down in to make them look nice, and in actual fact that doesn't really matter because I'm going to cover them up with dirt, so you're never going to see them again. So what's the deal with that, eh? Okay, so that's that. So let's just cover this over now with what we've got, and leave it like that. I might get some more during the night while I'm out recharging my wands, and then I'll see if I can do that infusion in a bit. Oh man, there's a creeper come in here. Where did you get to? I think in the blood red moon, they do come from all over the place. They can spawn in all sorts of strange areas and come to you. But if I change my kit over, not like that. If I change my kit over and go out for a bit, we should be able to have a bit of fun and also recharge these wands. So I'll put the wands on the bar here. So this iron capped wand is empty. These are quite empty. Not really very, very empty, but they are quite empty. And this one here took a beating in the last one. So let's figure out where we want to go. Let's see. Let's go over these plains. Normally is a good place to find some baddies over there. Let's see if we can survive a night. Just fight it out with them for a bit. Ah, there's a big squad of mobs over there. Geronimo, let's go. Fighting Druid time. Fighting Druid time. Wow, there's such a horde, isn't there? Look at them all. Yeah. But we can kill them. We can slay on the horde. I hope you can see, because it's under a blood red moon. The darkness is upon us. Pretty bad, really, isn't it? But we're getting lots of recharge, and we're getting lots of mighty zombies here. Wow. We're getting lots of recharge. We're getting area effect abilities. That's the main thing about the scythe. I can take on hordes of these guys in AoE fighting, and my mana armor is doing a pretty proud over here. Cleaning them all up. Yep. And you. Uh-oh. There's a witch. Yep. Witch, you've been hit in the back by one of those things. Go take them out. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Doing okay still? Are we doing okay? Yes. Okay, yeah, it looks okay. We're looking good. That zombie's gone back for some more of that. Okay, how are we doing? They're coming a long way away. Let's see. That's fully charged. My wand is fully charged already. One of them. Wow, that was vicious. Whoa. Venomous, rather. Was it a venomous one? Okay, fine. Yes. Look at all that XP on the floor as well, eh? Come on then, speeders. Yes. The legendary fighting skills of the Druid. Coming to its own now. Yes. The Scythe of Awesomeness. I got Smite on it the other day. There we go. Oi, it's attacking. Okay, so that is now fully charged. That is getting there. That is getting there. That is nowhere near. So we've still got a lot of charging to do. Wow, that guy just doesn't want to take down, does he? Right, I've got the heads. Have I picked up the heads? Yeah, I'm picking up the heads. I don't really want all the tat that it's dropping all over the floor, though. I could do with bigger groups of them, couldn't I? Bigger groups of them all coming at once. Would be nicer. Then I can get all the heads quickly. Go down, you lot. Get down. Wow, there are miles and miles of mobs. Just every single kind of mob out there. I know you can't see very well because it's a blood red moon, but it's still... You can probably hear them all, see them coming in their hordes, and understand it is terrible out fighting at night. My armor's all good, my tablet's still good, my wands have almost recharged as well. Where's that Enderman? Are you going to come to get me? Come on, Mr. Enderman, come and get me. Have some. Thank you. There he is. There he is. Oh. Yeah, I gotcha. Okay. And... well, the extended version of this is obviously on now. This is me having a go at everything I can possibly find in the world to have a fight at. Well, there's a big bad wolf. And that's not going to go down quick. And there's funny creepers as well. Oh, I might actually run for this one. Might actually take a run for it. Are you a bird that I can fly on? No, you're not. Okay. And come back round this way. Oh, my days. Look at all this lot. Speedy boots. Oh, and the creepers. Oh, yes. Look at this mob. Let's take them all out. It's like a mob farm every single blood red moon. I just don't make the most of it normally. But tonight I actually want skulls and the XP and all of the mobs. I need them to give me all of their mana, their viz, in my wand. Okay. I think that's probably demonstration enough though. I don't fancy doing much more of that. Oh, maybe I've got to do one more at least. Get down a bit. Get down. So how do we get on? Almost full. Fairly full. Yeah, there's still plenty of filling to do. Let me get into water. Okay. I should have brought a chocobo with me. Our sun's nearly coming up. Okay. That's good. So we're not going to have any more spawning. Oh, just harvested a load of the crops. Meh. Okay. Morning's coming. And I'm coming to mop you all up. Thank you, and goodbye. Hey you, where you think you're going? You're supposed to be an angry zombie. Where do you think you're going? Come on. Yes. Okay, we get in there. That werewolf's still there, look. A big bad werewolf. Whoa. It's going to take a beating. Because they need silver weapons to kill him. Alright, now he's easy. Yeah, now you're an easy target. Thank you very much. Okay. So everything's burning up in the morning sun. And we did fairly well at recharging during the night. We got 7 more heads. I could have done with some more, really, but you only get as much as you get, don't you? You don't get too much more. Wow, do you see all them mobs just despawn then? When the sun came out, they all just quickly despawned. All of the mobs from the blood red moon just all despawned together. I've never seen that before. That's a new one. Okay, new one on me. But that is Combat Druid at its finest. There we go. And apart from using up some food, I don't think it really hurt us in the slightest, did it? I think we could have carried on doing that another night. Let's eat all this up. Okay, so I've got a little bit of this and that to do with the instability of the altar before I start messing about with this next node manipulation thing. I want to put some more schools down here before we do that. I only picked up 7 that night, though, and I don't think I left any on the floor. I think we were pretty good at checking what was on the floor. So, yeah, I'm going to need to get some more of that stuff. More arcane paraphernalia. Okay, I can't get out of the way. I'll just go this way instead. I'm going to need some more arcane paraphernalia and maybe start making some of the candles, which are in basics. No, they're not in basics, are they? Basic alchemy. There we go. I might have to learn magic tallow and start thinking about magic tallow and precantatio. That gets the rotten flesh. And then I can turn that into tallow candles, and that should potentially help reduce the amount of instability. There's a thing about the infusion here. Arcane pedestals, yep, that's that way. First stage, yes. The fusion craft is not right. Unpredictable things tend to happen. Usually one of the fusion objects gets knocked off. These effects can be reduced by various means. Firstly, you may wish to keep the entire fusion structure as symmetrical as possible. I've done that. Take careful note of where you place the pedestals and make sure they are balanced with other pedestals. Yes, I've done that. Yeah. Lastly, you can place occult paraphernalia around the altar in symmetrical formations. Things like candles, skulls, crystals, etc. These will have effect on reducing the instability. So that's why I'm putting all the skulls down there. I haven't got enough shards. Well, I don't feel like I've got enough shards to start making the crystals that can be made and put underneath there. And I could make some candles out of all the zombie flesh that I've been getting, and a little bit of precantatio. So that will have to be it. That would have to be as much as I can do this episode. Throw that away, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you've learned something again, and I hope you leave some nice little comments down below giving me some more pointers and advices. I have done this before though, remember? I just take a break between times that I do it. Series, I don't do one Thorncraft after another. I take a break from it between series. So there are a few things that I've forgotten. Nice little pointers in the comments down below would be great. Thank you very, very much. And for the full and glorious extended version of this episode, check out the link in the bottom right hand corner to the Supporters Club. For a small fee, you can see all the bonus extra material that got cut from the main episode today. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. See you next time on